What's up, peeps? It's B again, and today I am finally back. Finally, it's been a long time since I did my last random rant video, which was a month ago. A freaking month ago! Why are you in here?
Why am I in here?
I'm about to start recording.
Okay, I'll be with you.
No, you will not.
Why wouldn't I?
I don't want you to be here while I'm recording.
Why?
Because you're going to talk through the whole entire
You're not
thing.
gonna kick me out of the living room, Bree.
But you have a whole room.
I don't wanna be in my room. It's lonely in there. I'm by myself.
Well, then I'm going to step in there. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so it's been a month since I did my last video, and I have a reason as to why I haven't been recording. Because I started work. Yes, I started a job now, so I've been busy, very busy, and everyone is moving, so that's another reason why I couldn't record. And that's pretty much it. It was just those two things right now. But now I'm back, and I'm sitting in my brother's room because he would constantly kept following me, and I needed somewhere quiet to record. The radio is going to annoy me, but oh well. I'm going to get it done because it ain't turned up all the way loud. So, after some thinking, I decided to go back to my fan fiction reading. No, I'm not doing any more lemons. Don't ask. Usually I do my fan fictions readings on Fridays, but since I haven't recorded a dang video since my last Mortal Kombat random rant video, I decided to do one today. And I'm gonna do another one on Friday, seeing how it's fan fiction Friday for a reason. And I'll have to find a new story because I feel like we're coming to the end of this story. You guys remember this story. It's been 6 months since I read it. You know, a new Venom. Oh, crap. So we are on chapter, where we left off at. We left off on chapter 7. We are now on chapter 8. Escape. I feel that this is going to be a good chapter, seeing how this previous 7 chapters that we read were pretty intense, especially the first 2 chapters. Oh my god, I can't get over that. Now we are on 8, and I'm thinking that something's happening, and I'm really excited to keep reading, okay? Even though it's been too long since I read this, and I'm going to read it anyway. Now, before I even start reading, I have to do some announcements now. Now, I'm going to be going back to Mebane, and right now I'm in Greensboro. I'm going to be going back to Mebane, and maybe I'm going to do more videos then. Until then, it's going to be a minute before I start recording, like, random rant videos, and, because I don't have a camera with me, and, yeah, I think that's pretty much it, but if it's any more, I'll probably say it towards the end of the video, who knows, you know, because I'm busy and crap like that. Okay, so, I'm going to start reading, and stop talking, and start reading. Okay, so chapter 8, Escape. Now, you know how I am when it comes to words that I don't know. So I'm going to try my best here, even though, and also because it's been too long since I read this, so there's some stuff that I forgot to pronounce. You know what I mean? Okay. Unknown location. Colonel Barnes entered the room, already full of scientists focusing on their computers. His eyes immediately focused on the 5 glass containers they located in the middle of the room, each one containing a withering, oozing-like creature differently colored. I'm thinking he's referring to the symbiotes. I said it right for once. Yes, I watched Venom, obviously. I think that's probably the only reason how I'm still able to pronounce it right. Barnes inwardly smiled. His plan was at last coming to fruition at last. Wait a minute, I just read that twice. That was a typo. That wasn't my mistake. Are the symbiotes ready to be bonded to the test subjects? He demanded. The scientist rose up, his head from his screen and paled at the sight of the infamous Colonel Barnes. We're making the final preparations, he sputtered. The bonding will take place in 4 hours. I'll give you 3, he said, clutching his fist before leaving the room. The scientist sighed, both at seeing Barnes getting out of the room and having to inform his colleagues of the new schedule. They were not going to like this at all. No, I'm not going to like it either, seeing how I'm going to have a whole alien clenched onto my body. Speaking of aliens, do not go in the comments talking about freaking Area 51. I don't care about it. New York, Queens. Yes, Aunt May, I will be there for Sunday's lunch, I promise, Peter said as he hung up the phone and put back his mask on his face. I think I read that wrong. Oh well. He had really gotten used to the constant whispers of the symbiote at the back of his mind. Peter must, as he watched the landscape flash rapidly, sat on the roof of a train and felt a sudden loneliness. Peter, once out of Reed's lab, had quickly returned to the flat and warned MJ of his little trip. To avoid being detected, Peter chose to only bring a paper map with various coordinations on it, a compass with bottles of water and junk food in his backpack. Here we go, Peter whispered to himself as he checked his map and jumped off the train into what looked like a deserted, rusty train stop. Lovely, Peter said loudly as he took out his compass and started walking toward his destination. Why? This is going to be good, man. Alright, and in this story, they have pictures in it, so then you get to get a good visual as to what is happening. Unknown location. Prepare to test subjects, a lead scientist said as 5 people. 3 muscular-looking men and 2 women entered through an airlock entrance and went inside their designated pod. Are they the hosts? The symbiotes in the pod squirmed before latching onto their host. I know it. The 3 men gained a much more muscular build, with 2 of them gaining a fanged jaw and the last one green tentacles in the back. Oh Lord. The 2 women got more of an athletic build with also a fanged jaw because they're freaking symbiotes. The heck did you expect? All of them roared before gaining control of their symbiotes. Vitals are stable. Green light to phase 2, a scientist said as the pods containing the symbiote hosts opened. Soon arrived soldiers equipped with high-tech laser weapons ready to take them on. They got this! I'm guessing I'm going to go with Raymond. Take the one at the right. Carl, the one next to it. Lucille, whatever, and I will take the other 2 down, the yellow and red symbiote said, as she and the pink symbiote clawed wide open, latched onto their 2 targets and started fighting. Fight! The other 2 male symbiote hosts roared too, in turn, and started to fight with the guards. Woo, get it! We surprised them, we really surprised them. Get to destroy their weapons before they can turn them on us. Hurt them, but don't kill them, like they give us the same consideration. Guess it makes us better than them, don't it? Okay. Colonel Barnes entered the room as the fight was about to end and watched the results with a satisfied smirk, interrupted by the roar of the golden-colored symbiote. I'm thinking that this one, right? That one? Yeah. We're gonna eat your brains, the symbiote code name. I'm very bad with names. I'm gonna call him P. If there's any other terrifying names I can't pronounce, I'm gonna give him just the first initial. P or Page. Phase? Page, I'm calling him Page. Screamed as he was forcefully opening the helmet of the guard he was fighting with. Stop him now, Barnes ordered the symbiotes in the microphone, my ear. The other symbiotes were surrounding their brethren? I don't know. I held him. Take control of your other, Scream said. It hurts, Carl said in pain as the symbiote receded from his head, granting him control of his actions once again. This is exactly what I warned you about, Colonel, the head scientist sighed. We matured them way too quickly. They will do perfectly, Dr. Rhines, whatever. Separate them from their hosts and keep them confined until further use, Burns said, leaving the room, a contented smile on his face. I hate him already. I don't even know the guy, but I hate him. I think I know him, but I hate him. He felt it even through the broken bond. Peter was getting close. The symbiote smiled a feigned grin as it had. Let me try it again. The symbiote smiled a feigned grin as it had already found a way to escape his prison. Soon they would be reunited. Soon they would be Venom once again. Are you sure about this, sir? The scientist asked Barnes as he led him to the room where the symbiotes were stored. Yes, Dr. Simons, and you will do what I order you to do, unless or your son will never, ever get out of jail. Whoa, hold on. What the heck happened? What did I miss? I feel like I read this before, but I didn't get to it. The room lit it on by itself. That made no sense. Exposing the 5 capsules containing the symbiotes, Barnes slowly went in front of the first capsule and touched it. Ill greed visibly presented on his face. Barnes rejoined the scientists in the lab adjacent to the room. Once both of them were in the room, the capsule opened with a hiss and symbiotes were out, squirming and looking for a host. Oh my god, no. Do it now, Barnes yelled, excited. This guy's crazy. Excuse me. Dr. Simons inputted commands into his computer, and the room was suddenly filled with sonic waves, making the symbiote scream in pain. Ah, hurts. It hurts so bad. All of a sudden, the symbiote started to collide. I'm gonna say collide into a single writhing mass and gained a red color. Good Lord, look at them. They're joining, merging, becoming some kind of. I'm gonna assume he's gonna say monster at the end. Becoming some kind of hybrid. This is incredible, the scientist said, forgetting for a moment the situation he was in. Colonel Barnes didn't even listen to him since he was already at the lab and drew near this wrathing symbiote mass. What the heck are you doing? Sir Colonel, don't! Dr. Simons. What? What? Okay. What the heck? Not what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm back. Now where am I? Okay. Colonel Barnes watched the symbiote getting more active the closer he got until the red writhing mass latched onto his body and started the bonding process. Soon a large, muscular red and white symbiote stood in place of Colonel Barnes. The symbiote had large white eyes, white claws at his hands and feet, and red tentacles on the back. We are madness! Yeah, you are madness! What the heck is that? The new being roared, destroying the pods with his clawed hands until they become completely unusable. So this is just a bunch of other symbiotes formed into one symbiote, pretty much. Oh, I want to chop his head off. Once it was done, the symbiote stopped and started to talk to himself. Yeah, crap, I gotta do this hissing thing again. Yes, we can't live any living witness. Wait. Yes, we can't let any living witnesses. We agree, whatever. Madness mumbled, his hands clutching at temptation, Jesus. The scientist still in control room, hearing this quickly hid, whereas Madness rushed out of the lab, eager to get his first kills. No, he done released the monster. Oh my god, why? Okay. Now we're going back to Peter, because we need him at this point. Peter had reached the designated coordinations and was at the same time jumping above electric barons and trying to avoid the security camera when he heard an alarm with gunshots coming from the building. Something's going on in there. I better hurry, Peter must, as he teared a ventilation shaft out and went inside, trusting his spider sense to keep him safe, even though you really shouldn't do that. Soon Peter arrived at the end of the shaft, and with a kick got out of it, arriving in a hall filled with what looked like a mix of soldiers and scientists' corpses. Oh my god! Peter was expecting one of the corpses who had seemed to have been slashed when he heard screams and gunshots once again coming from the room before him. Peter ran and forced the thick sealed door with ease. His strength obviously increased since his body last changed by the others. Peter entered the door, worried by the fact that his spider sense remained silent when he saw what seemed to be a red and white symbiote tearing apart a scientist and devouring his brain. Another symbiote! How? Peter said loudly. Unfortunately, the symbiote heard Peter, rushed towards him, claws ready to slash at him. Ah, no! This is too much! I don't like him! Peter barely had the strength to stop the creature in his tracks with his arms. Ah! However, without his spider sense, he didn't see one of the symbiote's red tentacles moving band, piercing his right thigh. I read that right. Ah! Peter screamed as he stepped back, howling in pain. We are madness, and we shall feast on your brains. Are all symbiotes like this? Do you always have to state who they are and then state what they're gonna do? Is that what they usually do, or are they just playing with me? Where am I at? Okay. We are madness, and we shall feast on your brain, he roared before latching once again on Peter, ready to end the fight. Oh no! Suddenly a black living shadow jumped and stood as a shield between Peter and wrath. It's madness. It didn't waste time and eagerly latched onto Peter's body, slipping over his knuckles, coating his hand, and running up his arm. Peter's limbs cracked with strength as the symbiote poured over him and soaked in. Okay, stop. Saturating him with transpiration. Ha 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 ha! Yes! The picture don't make it any better. And Peter hissed as his muscles swelled, thickening, as veins popped up under the blue-black covering of the symbiote, double ill. Fingers lengthened as a talons, dagger-like teeth sprouted from his temples and ran down his face to form two grinning rows of razor-sharp teeth. The hideous smile grew, jaws distended, and his long, blistered pink tongue snaked out, flapping grotesquely in a wash of dripping saliva. Welcome back, Venom. Peter's loneliness faded away immediately with the familiar whisper of his other, both revealing in the mid between the two minds. We are back! Venom roared and challenged to the other symbiote, claws ready to fight. Ready for the fight. Madness stood silent for some seconds, watching his new opponent. Crap. No, okay. I guess, he said with glee as he rushed, claws almost opened against Venom. Come to me. We are not your father, you wretched abomination. Venom hissed as he grabbed his opponent's fist and struggled to restrain him. We are stronger, Madness screeched, suddenly doubling his size with a fanned field, appearing on his face and the tentacles on his back, weaving erratically. I'm gonna go with that. Madness punched Venom in the gut so forcefully that he made a hole through the wall and crashed on the ground. This one is strong, even stronger than Carnage, Peter whispered. This spawn needs to be destroyed, like Carnage, said the other. Snarled the other. Venom rose up and was about to return to the fight when he noticed the scientist trying to flee. You there, how did you manage to create this thing? Venom said with disgust, his tongue wavering. The scientist explained Venom the whole situation with the 5 symbiotes and Colonel Barnes, the mad scientist who have taken me from my master. This symbiote is highly unstable. With the proper amount of sonic waves, we can separate them and easily capture Barnes. Venom stood silent for a moment when his mask suddenly receded from his head, giving place to Peter's buzzed head. You seem way too calm about the situation. Who are you? Peter asked, suspicious. The scientist practically responsible for all this mess. I can help you, but I need you to attract the symbiote in this room. I will prepare the machine during that time. My name is Dr. Simon, he said, giving his hand to Peter. Peter hesitated before shaking it carefully with his clawed hands. I'll do what I can, Peter mumbled as the symbiotes covered his face once more, Venom returning. Oh my God! I'm sure you will, Dr. Simon said softly before going back to the lab. He's behind something! Venom rushed towards and found Madness feasting on the corpse of some soldiers. Gross. His gaping full of brain matter and green saliva. Gross. Brains. Yummy. Ill. Madness croaked as he rose up and made a powerful jump towards Venom. I'm done eating, trying to attack you. Avoiding his tentacles, Venom punched him in the face with all his strength before lowering him towards the lab. Furious, the symbiote creature howled in pain and anger. He got down on all fours and chased after Venom, the tentacles on his back slashing everything around him. Oh my God, he's destroying the lab. Stop him. Come here, pathetic spawn. Venom taunted in the lab. Madness roared and rushed into the lab towards Venom, who jumped above him, barely avoiding his red tentacles. Oh crap! Before getting out of the lab. Yeah! The refound doors closed behind him as he climbed up the stairs for the lab where Dr. Simons was. Activating the sonic wave disruptor. Madness howled in pain as the sound waves intensified until the symbiote divided once again into the 5 original symbiotes with Colonel Barnes unconscious on the ground. Why is he dead? I think he's dead. What are we doing about? What are we doing What are we going to do about the spawns, Other? Peter said anxiously. They were made for us. Then we will take them back. The other hissed back. Yeah. Venom entered the lab and was looking for the symbiote swarming away from him. Slowly, one after the other, Venom absorbed back Slowly, one after the other, Venom absorbed back the symbiotes in himself, getting more powerful with each one absorbed. Jesus! As he was looking for the last yellow symbiote, a shrilling sound echoed in the building, followed by a female voice. Self-destruction initiated. Countdown in 10 minutes. We have to get out of here immediately, Dr. Simons urged. Venom looked around the lab, but the yellow symbiote was nowhere to be found. Frustrated, Venom punched a hole in the wall in front of him before taking Barnes' body and rushed out of the building with the doctor. Both of them had barely the time to get out of the building when it exploded, only leaving ruins and fire. We owe you this, Venom said to the doctor. We must now go back to NY, New York. You are welcome. I'm glad you are out of this uninjured, Dr. Simon answered with a smile, shaking his hands with Venom before watching him leave. And here it comes. Dr. Simon took his mobile from his bag, dialed a number, and waited some seconds. I assume everything went according to plan, the voice said. I knew he was behind something. Yes, Colonel Fury, though things got a bit out of control here. Fury's behind this too! Report me as soon as you'll return to S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, of course. Fucking S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent Simon's voice commanded. Yes, sir, Agent Simon's answered before also leaving the premises. Something yellowish briefly squirmed in Peter's bag before quickly taking the same texture of the bag. To be continued in S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay, wow, okay. Now I'm a little upset that Mr. Simon has something to do with this crap, but I'm also happy that he decided to help Peter. Now, this is a very interesting chapter, and I kind of am waiting till Friday, seeing how today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, right? Today is Tuesday. Yay, today's my last day of work. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah. But I'm actually curious as to what chapter 9 has for us now. Because, chapter 9 seems a little, not, oh crap, we're stuck on the ad. Okay, give me a second. I'm not going to sit through this. I am still sitting through this. Why? Why do you hate me so? Why do you hate me so? Okay, so this is chapter 9. I'm not going to read it. I'm going to wait till Friday to read it, I swear. This time I'm actually going to make a mental note as to I'm not going to read it. I promise. I will write that down on my binder, on my planner if I have to. I will not read chapter 9 of A New Venom until Friday. I will do that after this. Now, crap, and I'm clicking crap. Okay, so, seeing how this was like a long time since I did a fanfiction reading story, like fanfiction story thing, I will have to ask. This story is soon coming to an end, if you guys haven't noticed this already. If you guys want me to read more fanfiction like this, please submit a story for me to read. I will look through it, and I will read it to you guys. I promise. And this time, there will be nothing to stop me from doing so. Maybe work, but other than that, nothing will stop me from doing that. So, if you guys like this video so much, please do me a huge favor, and if you must, just spam my YouTube just asking me to hurry up and read. But that's not what I wanted to say. But you guys know what to do. If you guys like this video so much, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the little notification bell so you won't miss another video that I do. And I'm pretty sure you won't miss another video that I do because I'm going to actually start making videos. I swear this time. But as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.